Today, we're going to talk a little bit about assistance programs for real estate. And again, this is a new consumer guide just put out by NAR. And once again, as pretty much all of these consumer guides have been, this is primarily for residential real estate. But these things are good to know, and we will comment on it as we go along. But once again, this really won't apply for commercial real estate. But let's get into this consumer guide for assistance programs. Buying or keeping a home can be financially challenging, but you may not have to do it alone. There are assistance programs designed to help. Here is what you need to know. What are housing assistance programs and who are they for? Assistance programs can help people afford buying, keeping, or maintaining a home. These programs exist at local, state, and federal level and are often tailored to first-time buyers, lower income households, veterans, seniors, or people with disabilities. Some programs offer help with down payments or closing costs, while others assist with monthly mortgage payments or needed repairs. How do payment assistance programs work? These programs provide grants, forgivable loans, or second mortgages that reduce how much you need to bring to the closing table. Some are income-based, while others are tied to the home's location, your profession, especially if you work in public service, such as teaching, healthcare, or emergency response, your participation in an employer-assisted housing program, or the type of home you're buying. You can explore how these programs may factor into your upfront cost by learning more about preparing for home ownership. And again, they have a link in this. I will put a link to this guide in the description. And then if you pull this up, you can get access to the links that they have, which are other consumer guides and other resources. Are there programs that help after I've bought a home? Yes, some assistance programs are available to help you stay in your home if you are experiencing job loss, rising property taxes, or unexpected repairs. For example, there may be a state-run mortgage relief program or nonprofits offering emergency housing support. If you live in a homeowners association, there may also be resources to help with fees or mediation if you fall behind on payments. Do assistance programs affect how I get a loan or make an offer? Some programs require you to work with specific lenders or take a home buyer education course. You may need to include documentation with your loan application or offer to purchase. These extra steps can take time, but they are often worth it, especially if they make home ownership possible sooner than you expected. An agent who is a realtor can connect you with professionals and information to help you navigate what kind of mortgage or financing plan best suits your needs. Are assistance programs only for first-time buyers? No. While many programs are designed for people buying their first home, others support long-time residents, people returning to home ownership after a divorce or foreclosure, or households trying to stay in generational homes. There are also programs for teachers, firefighters, service members, and rural buyers that don't require being a first-time buyer. In addition, some companies offer EAH programs, which can include financial help with down payments, closing costs, or even monthly housing expenses. These benefits are coordinated through human resources and can be paired with other local or state assistance. What else should I consider before applying? Assistance programs can help, but they may come with conditions such as living in the home for a certain number of years or repaying the funds if you sell too soon. Additionally, securing approval and/or funding may take time. So make sure to factor in sufficient time to complete the process. Always consult with your local lender, real estate professional, and/or attorney and ask questions before signing anything. If you're buying a home that needs updates, some programs can be paired with renovation loans or construction financing. Where can I learn more? The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, state housing finance agencies, and community nonprofits are great places to begin your search. You can also find trusted, easy to understand resources on Facts.Realtor, the National Association of Realtors hub for consumer education. Practices may vary based on state and local laws. Consult your real estate professional and/or an attorney for details about state law where you are purchasing a home. Please visit facts.realtor for more information and resources. So there are a number of different programs, and again, this really has to do with residential real estate and buying a home. And so it is very helpful, but I will have a link to this in the description, and if you pull it up, you can also have access to the links that it has. There's a number of resources on Facts.Realtor. One of the things about home ownership, and I think that my opinion on this is a little bit different from a lot of people, and that would be that I am a big proponent of home ownership. At the same time, I'm not a big proponent of getting in over your head. There are a number of people that kind of say, "Hey, you really need to get into this." But if you're in over your head and you can't make your payments, that's very important. Before you buy your property, make sure that you can afford your payments on that property. And if you do, it is a tremendous asset to you. In fact, when you look at the statistics, people who own their own property, on average, their net worth is just way, way higher than the average net worth of people that are renters. So it makes a tremendous difference long term in your ability to increase your net worth, to increase the value of your belongings in your estate. But none of that really works if you can't afford the house. So you have to make sure you understand your budget. You need to make sure that you're buying in your price range. But if you do that, it really is a fantastic thing for you to do. It makes a tremendous difference in your financial well-being long term. So anyway, that's it for today. NAR's Consumer Guide to Financial Assistance Programs for Residential Buyers. So if you have questions about this, you can reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information in the comments, or you can leave me, in the description. You can also reach out to me in the comments, or I'll also have a link to my website. You can reach out to me through my website. If you have other questions, you might check through my YouTube channel. I have a number of questions that I answer on my YouTube channel. You might be able to find things that really help you there. And of course, you can reach out to me, no problem whatsoever. But there are other resources available to you as well. And I think that kind of wraps it up for today. I am David McCoy. My company is Ochimo Properties. I'm based here in Louisville, Kentucky. I am a licensed real estate broker in Kentucky and Indiana and a realtor. And I work primarily in commercial real estate. I do some residential, but I also do global real estate. So reach out to me if I can answer any questions for you. And outside of that, oh, if you found this useful or helpful, maybe you can give me a like, or maybe you can share it with somebody else who might really benefit from this. And if you like to follow along on real estate related topics, you might subscribe. Another thing that I added in the last few weeks, I'm starting to put out a number of videos in Spanish. Those will be they'll be on the same channel, but they'll be on separate playlists. So if you know people that are looking for guidance on things in Spanish, you can check out that as well. And that's it, my friends. So have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you here again next time. Take care. Bye.